So I'm back with another episode of Cigars and Conversations, late night with Vest. I was just thinking, I'll be retiring from my job pretty soon. Only in like 8 short years. Yeah, in 8 years I'll be retiring from work. So I plan to travel a lot more than I do now, and I'm sipping with some wine tonight. I plan on traveling a lot more, and I like to have somebody to travel with. You know, right now I do the solo trips, and they're cool. I love it right now. So I'm talking about in the future. But yeah, I like to have somebody to take some of those road trips with, or flights. Well, that'd be cool. But if anyone is interested, it's just 3 things that you're gonna have to have together, have in order, if you want to roll with it, brother. Let's call it MBM. All right. Money, gotta have that in order. Body and mind. Let me break it down to you. All right. So let's start with money. You gotta have your money on point, because when I travel, listen, I don't have no problem spending money. I like to have a good time, and I like to splurge, like straight up. I mean, that's like one of my indulgences when I travel. It's basically why I work like I do. But let's say we take a road trip. Give you an example. We take a road trip. Like when I retire, I'm thinking about getting a RV. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'm gonna look into that at that time. So if I get an RV, that'll kind of like cut costs, because we'll have transportation, and then we'll have living accommodations all in one. But if I don't, then I'm definitely gonna get something nice, like an SUV, something nice and comfortable to ride in. So that we won't have to rent nothing, but we still have fuel costs and hotels and all that. So let's say we take a road trip. I know some of y'all saying, I done heard, I don't like being in no car all that time for all those hours, but hey, maybe you ain't been on the road trip with the right person. Hey, that just might be it. But let's say we take a road trip. Let's say we take a 2-week road trip. Now I normally take 3-week road trips when I go drive to California. Those are 3 weeks, but it can be done. You can do it in 2 weeks. So let's say we take a 2-week road trip. We gotta get a hotel every night. That's 14 nights, and you know, I don't have to stay in nothing fancy. I ain't gotta be at a 5-star hotel, but at least like a 4-star or 3.5. You know, something like maybe like a courtyard or a residence inn, something like that. Hilton, yeah, that type of deal. And that can run you like easy, like 200, 150 to 200, maybe a little bit more than that per night. So you're talking 2 something times 14. You know, you're looking at 3 racks easy. And so that's on a road trip. All right. So, and the thing is, I say that money got to be right, because you got to get your own room. I don't share rooms, you know, when I'm traveling. We gonna keep it business, and we gonna each have our own room, because we ain't about to be fighting over who get to hold the remote this night and that night. We ain't doing that. Come on now. we ain't gonna be fighting over how, you know, I might like to sleep with the room temperature at 75. You might like it cold at 65. Now, we ain't gonna be battling over that. And you know, I like to sleep with the TV on. You might want to sleep with it off. So you know, those are all conflicts that we shouldn't have to deal with in our 50s. So that's why we'll keep it business. You get your room, I get my room. We can be right next door to each other, and you know, we can do it like that. But yeah, I don't share rooms. So you know, got a hotel. We got food, activities. That stuff can add up, straight up. So that's on a road trip. Let's say we take a flight. Let's say we take a flight out of the country. We might want to go to, I don't know, Europe, Africa, Asia, wherever. I gotta be real with you now. When I fly, I don't fly often. Y'all know I take a lot of road trips, but when I do fly, I gotta be real. I like the flying style. I just, I need room. I need leg room. I'm a tall dude. I need space. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people all up on me like that. Like how they being coached. Now I don't like that. I need some room, so I like to fly in first class. If we talk about flying outside the country, man, them tickets, they can run you 4, 5, 6 grand, maybe even more. So that's why I say that bread got to be right. That bread got to be on point. I'm flying first class. I would hope that you fly first class too. But if you want to, save a few dollars and you want to fly in coach, hey, that's fine. All I'm saying is that, they let us on the plane first, right? In first class, we get on the plane first. And, man, we've been by the time y'all get on, we've been had our drinks and all. We be about to take a nap by the time y'all go to walking by. All I'm saying is that when you're walking by me, you be looking at me all funny, man. That makes a brother uncomfortable. When you see me up there in first class in my lay flat seats, like them seats that, seats that go like this. They reclining like a brother be in a bed. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like that, sipping my wine with my pillow and my blanket, because it get a little cold up there in first class. Don't be looking at it, brother. Man, don't do that. Don't be looking at a brother, shaking your head, because I'm gonna wave at you if you do. But you need to be focused. You need to be focused on the back of the plane. You're looking at that ticket. You see, I'm in row 35. You need to be looking at where your seat is. Man, am I on the 35 seat? Oh, which side of the plane I'm on? This side or that side? You even need to do that, or be looking up at them overhead bins, see where you want to put your bag, because it'd be kind of hard finding a little spot for your carry-on bag in them overhead bins, because y'all don't like to check no, I don't like to check no baggage, boy. Y'all be trying to stuff everything in your carry-on. But yeah, man, you need to be focused on that. You know what? Now that I think about it, y'all can use our overhead bins up there in first class, so we don't need them. Honestly, we don't need them. We got room, all this, man. We got all this space to put anything that we want to bring on the plane. And I don't think I take no carry-on bag. I put all my stuff in my suitcase. I take 2 suitcases when I do fly. I take 2 suitcases, and I pack them boys to. It ain't no more room, and the bad boys be heavy too. I ain't gonna lie. I be struggling trying to carry them 2 bags. I remember the last time I flew, the lady at the counter, she put my bags on the scale, and then she thought about it. She was like, "Why am I wearing your bag? You're a priority, sir." I said, "Yes, I am a priority, ma'am. I really am. Thank you for reminding me." But yeah, so that bread got to be right, man, because we flying first class. I know you ain't flying in coach. We gonna have our problems. The whole trip. No, I ain't gonna let you do that. Don't do that. Just have your money right and get a first class ticket so we can sit right next to each other. All right, so that takes care of the money. Body. All I'm saying is that if you gonna roll with me, you might want to be in shape, man. Because I like to do a lot of physical activities. Y'all know I like to ski. I like to go skating. I like to rollerblade. As a matter of fact, I could use a rollerblade part now. I want to try skydiving. I want to go whitewater rafting. I want to hike the Grand Canyon. I love to go walking, running, all that. So yeah, you gotta be in shape. Man, we can't be on a hiking trail and you take 10 steps and then you talk about you huffing and puffing. Talk about you need a break. You need to take a water break. We ain't taking no break. We'll walk a couple miles and then we'll take a break. So that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta be in shape. Roll with a brother. So we got money and body. So now the last thing is have your mind right. What I mean by that is that, and that's simple. All I'm saying is that, you know, if you're gonna roll, just roll stress free. You know, don't bring your problems that you're dealing with at home. Don't bring that on the trip. You might have your grown kids still stay at home. You might have a son in his 30s. He ain't never moved out. Now he got a few kids, and you the babysitter. You done retired from work. Now you babysitting the grandkids. But you frustrated and you tired, and you want him to move out, but he don't have nowhere to go. But the thing is, I don't really want to hear about that when I'm out of town. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested. Not when I'm on my vacation. We can talk, you know, if you want to vent, we can vent when we get back home over some drinks. We can do that, but don't bring that on the trip. All right? Don't do that. I don't play about my vacations. Can't have you ruin my vacation. So that's about it, man. Money, body, and mind. 8 years. 2030. Let's roll. And there's one more thing. Age stipulation. Now, I know y'all probably think, yeah, you want to take some old young chick. Nope. Couldn't be further thing from the truth. I want to roll with somebody that's around my age. I'll be in my mid-50s, so yeah, I'm around your mid-50s. And I'm thinking that because I know I got faith that, yeah, y'all gonna have it together. Ladies, y'all gonna have it together. You should be, if not retired, you should be about to retire like myself. And so I know that 401k gonna be on, that 401k that's gonna be on point. Pension, whatever investments you got, gonna be good. Boss chick, ain't that what y'all like to call boss chick, independent boss chick? Yeah, let's roll. I wanna roll with one of y'all. So we can split that bill right ahead. Take that portion, I take that portion 50-50. Ain't that what y'all like to do? Yeah, let's have a good time in our retirement. And I'll go up a couple years, 2-3 years. I could do that. I ain't going no higher than that. And I'll go down maybe 10 years. I'll go down 10 years. So that means somebody in their 40s, mid-40s. And I know y'all money ain't gonna be all the way there. And it's cool. I get it. I understand. So with that about, I guess I go ahead and pay for most of the trip. We can do 70. I'll do 70. You can handle the rest of it. I'll work with you. And but I ain't going no lower than that. I ain't taking nobody that's in their 30s, man. Shoot. Y'all still gonna have little babies y'all raising. Nah. I have to pay for the whole trip. I take somebody in their 30s. Food and all. You ain't gonna have no money to bring on the trip. So yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so let's get things in order. Let's pay the house off. Let's be debt free. House, car, like Biggie said, condo paid for, no car payment. Or like Neo said, got a car in the crib, I can pay them both off. Now that's a boss move right there. So yeah, ladies, let's make a goal. Let's make that a goal to be debt free in 2030, so that you can have as much disposable income as possible, because you're gonna need it if you're rolling with a brother. We gonna be living it up. We're gonna have a good time. So yeah, 2030, debt free, and let's travel. I hope I made that sound appealing to someone. And if so, like I say, hit me up, man, and let's start getting things together. All right. So y'all holler at me, and I'll see y'all on the next episode of Cigars and Conversations late night.